electronic will. President Tinubu congratulates NBA President-elect Osigwe. American political class give reasons for Joe Biden's withdrawal from the presidential race. Before the news in detail, here comes a message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. The news in detail. The annual Southeast Legends and Achievers Award took center stage in Awka, Anambra State, recognizing and celebrating outstanding contributions of individuals and organizations in the Southeast with diverse gathering of dignitaries, awardees, and well-wishers. The gala event, celebration of excellence across various fields such as education, business, politics, and the art, was a showcase of rich cultural heritage of the indomitable spirit of the Southeast people. Blessing Dennis filed in this report.
According to the event's glamour, was the rich display of Igbo culture as attendees adore themselves in traditional attire. Men showcased their heritage with Isiago shirts and red caps, symbolizing their status and respect. Women graced the occasion in vibrant, colorful wrappers adorned with intricate beadwork and coral beads that highlighted their elegance and cultural pride. Notable among the awardees was the Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Anambra State, Comrade Don Onyeji, who was honored for his outstanding contributions to promotion of Igbo language and economic development. Addressing the gathering, Comrade Onyeji said, the culture, tourism and entertainment sector holds immense potential for driving economic growth and fostering unity while pledging continuous support to promote core Igbo culture, ensuring that the heritage thrives and inspired future generations. The commissioner lauded the efforts of the awardees and emphasized the role of leadership in fostering development, stating that our legends and achievers are the pillars of progress and their stories of success are not just personal triumphs but beacons of hopes and inspiration of entire region.
Good concept. It's organized to encourage hard work, to encourage confidence, especially in the creative industry, and particularly among youths, because the government is centered on youths particularly, knowing that if you get the youths right, then you've gotten today and tomorrow right for the society.
The convener, Mr. Ifeanyi Eluaneke, shared his vision for organizing the Southeast Legends and Achievers Award and emphasized that the event is not just about recognizing individuals' achievements, but also a celebration of rich cultural heritage and excellence of Ndigbo all over the world. He commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for providing an enabling environment for Ndi Anambra, noting that he is proud to acknowledge the great and mighty things that Ndigbo are doing globally.
So want to celebrate and encourage all Igbo all over the world, doing well in friends, in politics, academics, entertainment, sports, and as you name it, as you are down there, so we want to keep doing the good they are doing and to keep promoting Ali and putting Ali on the world map. The government is doing a good job, and kudos to our amazing governor, Professor Soludo. I pray that God give him more grace to do more and keep Anambra.
In an interview, a philanthropist and a rector, Mr. Israel Oba, elaborated the Akolono initiative and emphasized its importance in driving economic development within the region.
We are telling the culture, telling the story, telling the origin about Ndigbo. Then tell our kids that Akolono should be the motto of Ndigbo, the culture.
The event also celebrated young innovators with several awards dedicated to emerging talents in technology, arts, and culture. The event had in attendance Nollywood actors and actresses, music stars, among numerous others. In Awka, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
The Chukwu Emeka Odumogwu Ojukwu University COOU Igbariam has held our 14th inaugural lecture series. The inaugural lecture began with the procession of the University Academia Council members titled Men, an opening prayer said by Reverend Father Professor Silvanus Noruka. Queen Anubwagu tells us more.
Professor Kate Omenuga, who is the acting vice-chancellor of the university, in her address commended the inaugural lecturer for having the boldness to come out and tell the world that he is a professor, saying it gladdens her heart that since she came on board, inaugural lectures of the university has been resuscitated. Professor Omenuga, who is also the chairman of the occasion, revealed that as of 7 months ago, when she came on board, the university has only done 8 inaugural lectures, but now they are on the 14th and has already listed up to March 2025 for inaugural lectures, as they want to encourage professors to come out boldly to have intellectual discussions and keep it alive.
And our message is quite simple. We want to announce ourselves. We want to let Chukwu Emeka to be competitive, with other universities of the world, to encourage professors to come out boldly and speak to the world. And I've told them it's not a forfeit, it's an academic activity. We do not need to call all the masquerades in the world for it to happen. We want to be able to have discussions, intellectual discussions, and keep intellectual conversations alive.
The citation of the lecturer was read by Professor Moses Chendu. The 14th inaugural lecturer, Professor Pascal Onyi Oguno, speaking on the topic, the dialectics of electronic wills, existential evaluation, described wills as documents where a man or woman makes decisions on what they want, done upon their demise, which are backed up by law. Professor Oguno, who is a professor of international law, jurisprudence, while mentioning the various types of wills, noted that the essentials of will is that it takes effect after the testator is dead and buried, saying that the greatest gift a man can give to himself is to ensure that he speaks after he is dead. He said that they are proposing for electronic will, which is an alternative to paper will, pointing out that electronic will provides accurate impression, easy to preserve, promotes reliability, and advised that testator should ensure he attaches to his will certificate of mental fitness to avoid unnecessary hassles when his will is being read upon his demise.
It's important that people should make haste and make their wills. That will, the law will protect you when you have made a will, that you can start speaking from the grave if anything happens.
In a vote of thanks, Professor Obiajulu Obikeze glorified God for granting them clement weather and appreciated the University Council members, Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, and other dignitaries for gracing the occasion.
Within 7 months, we have done seven inaugural lectures. Within 7 months, so we are on the 14th.
The chairman, Ojukwu University Council Board, Professor Chidi Odinkalo, Iyom Bianco Ojukwu, Managing Director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sir Chido Obidiegu, Traditional Ruler of Enugu, Igwe Raf Ebe, and his cabinet members, among who is former Managing Director of ABS, Chief Uche Nwora, were among the dignitaries that graced the event. The decoration of the lecturer by the acting vice-chancellor, group photographs, and reception brought the event to a climax. Queen Anubwagu reporting for ABS News.
Southeast Electrical Consumers Association seeks collaboration with ABS by Southeast Electricity Consumers Association, SECA. Anambra State Chapter has paid a courtesy call on the Managing Director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Sir Chido Obidiegu, in Awka. The visit aims to forge partnership that will benefit electricity consumers in the state and the organization. The delegation was led by the state chairman of the association, Mr. Okechukwu Cyril Nwuche. Correspondent Blessing Dennis filed in this report.
In his speech, Mr. Iwuche said the purpose of the visit was to officially introduce SECA and its vision, roadmap and blueprints in the protection of the rights of electricity consumers in Anambra State, and to exploit ways and strategies for collaborating with ABS. He commended the 300% increase in electricity tariff announced by the federal government, stating that consumers demanded that prepaid meter be installed in every household and businesses.
The partnership is for the good of our people. The partnership is to help enhance and make the discourse now more efficient and more effective. That's the essence of the visit. So I so omelo na ije anya abugolo ije nwele isi because even why na-eti mkpue ka ịbịakwatara ABS gbakwasikwa.
Responding, Sachido expressed ABS readiness to support SICA in its mission, commending the association for its proactive approach to consumer and advocacy, and underscoring the importance of such partnership in driving community development. Sachido assured the delegation of ABS full support and proposed the formation of a joint working committee to develop a detailed action plan.
We will partner with you, collaborate with you. In fact, even members of staff of EEDC, members of SECA.
In their remarks, Honorable Collins Agwekwe and Mrs. Onyinye Okeke thanked ABS for their warm reception and reiterated SECA's commitment to improving the electricity consumers' experience in Anambra State. They stated that the collaboration is expected to set a precedent for other regions, highlighting the power of strategic partnership in driving positive change for electricity consumers. In Oka, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
Faculty of Social Sciences, Chukwuemeka Odumogu Ojukwu University, Igbariam, has held its 9th annual international conference with a call on every Nigerian to exhibit self-leadership wherever he or she is, and so is not bad to lead us. The international conference with the theme Leadership, Security, and Social Stability in Contemporary Nigeria Economy attracted participants, paper presenters from within and outside Anambra State, students, staff and management of the faculty, as well as other members of the university community. Education correspondent Queen Anabogo filed in this report.
Before the conference commenced, the Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Anthony Agu, led staff of the faculty and resource persons to pay a courtesy visit to the Acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kate Omenuwa, in her office. The Acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Omenuwa, in her remarks during the visit, said she works hard so that people who groomed her, and as well as Governor Chukwuma Soludo, will be proud that she is where she is today and is working hard to ensure that the university grows, adding that bringing the resource persons to the institution is adding to the institution's visibility. She pleaded that the staff and management become more academic, creative, and supportive of the administration in every sense, and supporting the Anambra State government in what it does because they draw inspiration from her, and said that she wants them to rebrand the university to be befitting of the name it bears.
We have had the training for so many people. We have groomed ourselves. We are ready to match out.
At the ETF auditorium, venue of the conference, chairman on the occasion, Professor Obiajulu Obikeze, in his opening remarks, said the conference affords the participants the opportunity to drink from the intellectual capacity of the resource persons invited, noting that the conference is apt in the time of precarious nature of Nigeria. The keynote speaker, Professor Oke Ikechukwu, who is the Chief Executive Officer, Development Spec Academy, Abuja, while speaking on the theme of the conference, described leadership as a direction-giving role, saying that the whole concept of leadership is that the leader becomes a beacon of hope and a custodian of values. While saying that leadership cannot be left to government alone, Professor Ikechukwu linked insecurity in Nigeria to bad leadership, noting that leadership must begin with self-leadership wherever one is.
When you use pressure to manage, ask yourself, how will I know this pressure so that it will benefit?
The lead paper presenter and Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Professor Ernest Onishi, explained that democracy in Nigeria gives people absolute power, which they wield as they wish, saying that this is a disaster and it is a culture that must be reversed if Nigerian democracy must thrive. The Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Agu, appreciated God for making the conference a reality, noting that it is a routine in the faculty which will continue, and said that when there is a stable leadership, the families and the country will move smoothly. In a vote of thanks, the Secretary of the Local Organizing Committee, Dr. Kasmia Obiako, commended the resource persons for honoring their invitations to speak to them, all the members of the committee, and above all, the Dean, Professor Agu, for finding them worthy to serve in the capacity. Award presentation to deserving individuals, question and answer section brought the event to a climax. Queen Anibogu, reporting for ABS News.
To come on the news tonight, President Tinubu congratulates NBA President-elect Osigwe. American political class gave reasons for Biden's withdrawal from presidential race. The news continues shortly after this break.
What?
Sonia tomato mix, stand up, pouch. Sonia tomato mix, stand up, pouch. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop, and easy to store. Dishes come alive with so much taste. Stand up, pouch. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up, pouch.
I'm in love. Oh, with you, of course, my darling.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
President Bola Tinubu has congratulated the Maazi Afam Josiah Osigwe on his election as the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA. The president also congratulated all newly elected officers of the NBA and members of the association on the successful conduct of the election. President Tinubu, in a statement by his spokesman, Chief Ajuri Ngalale, commended the outgoing NBA president, Mr. Yakubu Chinoko Mekiel San, on his stewardship of Nigeria's foremost legal association. The president assured the new leadership of the NBA of his administration's support in addressing challenges affecting the association and the legal profession in general. U.S. President Joe Biden announced July 21st, 2024, that he is dropping out of his re-election battle with Donald Trump in a historic move that plunges the already turbulent 2024 White House race into uncharted territory. Mr. Biden's decision came 4 months before the country's 2024 presidential election. According to reports, Joe Biden's campaign has been thrust into pressure as panic and worry about his election chances pour in from the highest levels of the Democratic Party. Also, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi had expressed concerns in private to Mr. Biden about his candidacy. And over to some sports news. The 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, France, is set to begin in just 5 days' time, with Nigeria poised to compete from July 26 to August 11, 2024. Nigeria will be represented by a total of 88 athletes across sports and will participate in 11 events. They include athletics, badminton, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, football, table tennis, taekwondo, weightlifting, and wrestling. Meanwhile, Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Owen Eno, has expressed his aspiration for Team Nigeria to surpass its best Olympic performance achieved at the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta. Senator Ewa urged Nigerians to support their athletes throughout the Games. Remember that you can listen to ABS and follow programs, news on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television Orca, and at Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. A recap of our main stories. Anambra State Government has advocated support for Igbo culture as East legends celebrate professionalism. Experts highlighted on the benefit of electronic will. President Tinubu congratulates NBA President-elect Osigwe. And on the foreign scene, we brought to you American political class give reasons for Biden's withdrawal. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Ajulu Chukwu Okabwe, saying a blessed evening to you all.